threat of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Put my phone on silent so I don't get all the bad news.
I know.
During the podcast, they get done. It's like, bling, 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 bling.
Everything comes
House
through.
on fire. None of the patients showed up. One of them suing you right now.
Yeah, the world is awesome. But in here, we could turn off those notifications.
That's what we're doing. I silenced it.
This is our break from
and
reality.
You listeners, I hope you do the same.
Yeah,
just enjoy the horrible stuff we're going to tell you about past disasters.
That's right, man. Who cares about the current disasters? We're talking about some from a while ago.
Whatever's happening right now, we'll talk about a few months from now on past disasters.
Once we have more information on that disaster you're going through, we'll
just
talk about that.
carry it over.
That's right. But we are excited today. Right, Cameron?
Yes, we are.
Because the Surviving Disasters Past rolls on. Yeah. We got a good one for you.
I like these, man. It just puts one of these crises in perspective.
Yeah.
Because lately it seems like we just forget about history, right?
Yeah.
Everybody just like ignores history. Yeah, sometimes I do too. But this one's good. So this happened 1925. We're going way back.
Way back, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's 100 years. I didn't even know.
Yeah. And I actually didn't know anything about this one.
I didn't know much about it either. We had talked about it once or twice in the past.
Okay.
Not much.
Yeah, so this was in March of 1925, the deadliest tornado in U.S. history tore across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, traveling more than 200 miles on the ground. And it just ripped everything to shreds.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna talk about that.
1925, not a lot of alert systems. So basically, people are like, it looks like a bad storm, and then they were up in the air 600 miles.
What's a donkey doing out there? Making a lot of noise. That's a tornado, I think. That was what they had.
Yeah, seriously.
The donkey's out there braying hard. You know?
Yeah. So it left a disaster in its path.
Sure did.
Killed a lot of people. So we're going to talk about that, and then how we as preppers can prepare for something like this.
We are. One of the ways you can do it is to get Battle Box, Cameron, because it is the monthly subscription box full of solid gear for adventure seekers, survivalists, outdoor enthusiasts, and casual preppers. Each month, Battle Box sends you the coolest selection of handpicked outdoor survival and everyday carry gear, all valued at far more than what you'd normally pay. You never know what's in the next box, but here's a sampling of what users received this month. The Rocket Gator Hydric Series 40-liter waterproof backpack.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
But it's cool.
The Battle Bolt fixed blade knife. All this badassness starts at just $34.99 per month. They've shipped over 1 million boxes and won Best Subscription Box of 2020. Our listeners can get 15% off when you sign up at survive.battlebox.com/casualpreppers. Get your first Battle Box and 15% off at survive.battlebox.com/casualpreppers. We're going to talk about that later today, too.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
We are
way more prepared because of Battle Box.
That's right. So, look, March 18th, 1925. We're over 100 years from this. Around lunchtime, a monster storm cell spun up near Ellington, Missouri. And like nobody called them supercells back then, but they just knew.
Do we call it supercell now?
I don't know. I think so. Possibly. Sounds cool.
We don't have them as much out
Isn't
here.
there a movie called Supercell or something?
I'm sure.
I think a really bad disaster movie. But people just knew like a big black wall was like bearing down on the town of Ellington. But this tornado was like an absolute beast. It stayed on the ground for 219 miles. 219 miles across the state of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana in just over 3 hours.
Jeez Louise.
That's why they call it the tri-state tornado. If you didn't know, went through 3 states.
Sense.
3 states.
When I first read it, I was like, oh, does he mean tri-county? Because I was like,
I know.
Because that's what I think a tornado would be like.
Yeah,
counties.
exactly. Yeah, it went to 3 counties.
3 freaking states. That's
3
crazy.
states. This is still the longest continuous tornado track ever recorded in the history of the planet Earth.
Holy crap.
I mean, and obviously there probably has been more, but this is like that has been recorded with modern whatever. Like, we know that it happened.
That's
It was
insane.
1925.
Yeah.
The biggest-
Yeah, that was like,
I mean, I'm sure there was some back in the day, right?
it's carved into some stone somewhere that there was
Yeah.
a big
Ooga booga boo, big wind.
supercell.
Yes. Barometer drop. Ooga booga.
Uber duper cell.
Yeah, that's what the guy sounded like. That was really stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But like,
That's what we do.
we do stupid and we do it well. For context, most tornadoes lift off the ground after 10 to 15 miles. 15 minutes or less.
Didn't know
Which
that
is
either.
still quite a long ways and a long time when you think about it. 15 minutes in a tornado. That's what.
And this went 200 plus miles.
Yes.
Holy
For
crap.
3 hours, Cameron.
Man.
Stamina. It had some
It did.
strong like bull. So this one held together for hours, like we said, behaving more like a moving natural disaster than a single storm. Just taking stuff out. For 3 states, just taking it all out. We don't like this. Winds are estimated to have reached 300 plus miles per hour, strong enough to scour the earth, toss locomotives like trains, big heavy steel stuff, and make debris out of things thought immovable. And Cam's going to talk more about some of the stuff that it did.
Yeah, man.
It's going to blow your mind. The twister's size was staggering. In places, it was nearly a mile wide. 1 mile wide, swallowing entire towns at its path. It's going to take you 10 minutes to run from one end of the tornado to the other, Cam, unless you're real quick. I
Yeah.
don't know how quick you are at running.
Not that quick.
No. It might take me 12 to 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on
Probably
the
taking
day.
me 20 minutes
Yeah,
nowadays.
so basically just swallow an entire town.
Yeah.
Just take it. Reports say it moved forward with a speed of 60 to 70 miles per hour.
Jeez.
So it was a mile wide going 70
Model
miles.
T's are like, get out of here, boy. Got a supercell coming.
Horses. Yeah, it's
That sounds like a movie.
Did it?
Outrunning the tornado.
yeah, you got Tom Cruise on a horse outrunning a tornado or something, it was so fast that people often didn't even see the funnel. It was just a wall
That's
of
what
darkness.
it sounds like, yeah.
Because if you think about it being a mile wide, moving that fast, you're not going to actually see a funnel in the distance, right? What made this storm even more unusual was the weather setup that day. So if you're a weather person, which I would like to be honest with you, I think I could get into weather, Cam.
I'm getting more into it.
I think it's something that I could get into. Like,
I'm getting that age that I'm a lot more interested in.
Yeah, it's
I usually
like,
call my parents. I'm like, "Is it raining up there?"
Yeah, what's
we got
barometer say?
Yeah, it usually starts the conversation.
Like I want to get all the things at the house that tell you all the stuff that's going on.
Just a bunch
read
of
it all.
gauges.
Like, yeah.
Blood pressure's high today.
Yeah, it looks
Humidity's
like
a little low.
look like the inside of the DeLorean on Back to the Future, but it'd just be my
It's
weather.
like you're in a submarine,
Like in a
just
submarine.
tapping on the gauges.
Yeah, have a look.
Those
yeah.
there are some really nice ones. Though.
There really are. Warm.
It's a great idea.
Warm front.
Get gauges. That's probably our first prepper tip.
Yeah, we'll write that down.
Get gauges.
Gauges. A warm front pulled moist air up from the Gulf of Mexico, colliding with dry, cold, sweeping down from Canada. That you got to do it like a meteorologist.
That
would
already
do it on TV.
sounds bad.
So modern meteorologists believe it created a near perfect condition for a super outbreak. Though in 1925, nobody had the science. They just, barometers dropped and skies turned green and like, oh crap.
Just their wind chimes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
all that stuff's just going nuts.
Bring in
Sounds
the donkeys.
Like a bad one.
Bring in the donkeys. It's getting windy.
It sounds like a bad one. Yeah. So.
You want to fight? Fist to fist. Fisticuffs, Mr. Tornado.
Give me. We got a fight tonight, boy.
We're going to wrestle a tornado, kids. I'll show you how your granddaddy did it back in the day.
Oh man.
In this corner, the tri-state tornado.
A supercell.
Yeah. Unlike most tornadoes, that they snake and they kind of hop, they kind of go up and down. This one describes a solid rolling cylinder of black.
Just a big, huge cylinder pushing
Yeah.
across. It's like a cup getting slid across the map.
Yeah, that's exactly
Picture
what
it.
it was, Cam. That's exactly what it was. Survivors said it looked less like a funnel and more like the end of the
Like a
world
cup.
itself.
That's what they
Like
said,
a
right?
cup, like a big Days of Thunder cup. From
There's a big cup coming this way.
There's a big black cup.
Spitting cup.
Yeah. So, anyways,
That sounds terrifying. Though.
Tri-state
Like,
tornado.
what would you even do?
I don't know. Run,
Yeah.
hide.
Trying to crank the car.
Read all about it. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, so talking about some of the devastation this thing caused.
Yeah.
So it ripped through in broad daylight while kids were in school and adults were at work. So that's the thing. It's like, I don't think it would have mattered if they were home or at work or
Doesn't
school.
really matter.
Like, this thing just wiped everything out.
Yeah.
Factories collapsed, classrooms caved in, and whole families were separated in seconds. That's the thing that's so terrifying about it.
Oh my gosh.
There were even some miners that were trapped in West Frankfurt underground for hours because of the tornado. They probably came up and just like, what happened to the town?
Told you if we left, this would happen. Told my wife.
Did I come out in the wrong hole?
We in China?
Seriously.
We went all the way through the
It's
earth.
like completely different.
Yeah.
And when they got out, most of their families and houses were destroyed. So
Yeah,
they're just like, go back down, go back to work.
I gotta go finish my shift. I'll look for my daughters.
Yeah,
later.
it's like, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
And with no radar, no sirens, almost no warning, people had minutes to outrun a mile-wide, 60-mile-an-hour
Yeah.
cup
What-
crossing across the map.
Yeah. Big gulp.
Most didn't even know like a tornado was possible
Mm-hmm.
until it was like right on top of them. And it was so big that most described it like just black fog and debris cloud. Like, that's what's so weird. Just
Yeah.
not like your typical tornado that you see.
Just too big, man.
And deaths. So this is pretty significant. In Missouri, 11 deaths. The tornado formed in Shannon County and then crossed the Mississippi. Illinois, 613 deaths.
Can you imagine being on the Mississippi River as it crossed?
Oh, man,
What would
yeah.
happen?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Can't even joke about it because I don't even know.
Not funny.
Yeah. 613 deaths, and the majority making it the deadliest tornado in the single state. West Frankfurt lost 148 people. That's where the people were trapped in the mine too. So,
Yeah.
and this was like collapsed factories and stuff. Like the whole industrial portion just collapsed on top
Yeah.
of people. More than 2,000 people were injured, and some were crushed under debris. Others badly burned and scarred from flying wreckage. I can only imagine, like 300 plus mile an hour. They had even said like straw was like embedded in wood and stuff.
It's like, you get hit by anything at that
You
speed.
just rip your skin right off.
Yeah, man.
Hundreds of children died, especially in schools. In DeSoto, Illinois, a school collapsed, killing 33 students. That's pretty terrible, man.
That's not good.
Murfreesboro, Illinois, lost more than 230 people, and the most tornado deaths in a single city in U.S. history.
Wow.
And with so many dead, the town's infrastructure in ruins, there's no capacity to handle individual funerals. It's just like, how do they bury all these people? And
Too many.
How do they, like, amongst like devastation? It's like coffins are gone too. It's like, how do you even prepare for any of this? Survivors, clergy, and relief workers organized emergency burials and mass graves to prevent disease and deal with overwhelming number of bodies.
Jeez.
The burials took place in local cemeteries with long trenches dug to accommodate dozens of victims at a time. So
That would
just
be really hard.
It's like, this is like mass,
Yeah.
mass deaths. Where just like, we just got to bury them all in the same place.
Yeah.
Red Cross, reports from the Red Cross and local newspapers describe the entire families being buried together, sometimes with only hastily made markers.
Jeez.
Crappy.
No good.
Indiana, 71 deaths. Griffin had a town had about 375 persons and 90 buildings before the tornado, and then after had 227 people killed or seriously injured. So like what? Like
3/4 of the
2/3?
people?
Yeah, crazy. All the buildings leveled beyond repair. 100% of the buildings were destroyed and damaged so badly that they were unusable.
Basically,
like they just
the
had to
town-
start all over.
Griffin was gone.
Yeah.
That was it.
Corpses
Adios.
found nearly a mile away that had to be picked up. They just like threw bodies forever away. Chickens were plucked clean. That blows my mind. It's
Boy.
like blows all their feathers off.
Well, I guess you could eat them right away. You hungry?
It's all good.
There's a naked chicken over there. Let's eat it.
Yeah, like that's pretty fast win, man. To
Fry that
blow all
sucker
the
up.
feathers off.
Fry that sucker up.
And it was the like raw, unbelievable structures was more like a war zone than a weather event. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it
not
sounds
good.
like. It sounds like just a bomb. Homes, over 15,000 homes were destroyed or damaged beyond repair. Entire blocks and farming communities disappeared. Schools, they were like multiple collapsed schools mid-session. Many industrial buildings were destroyed and crumbled on workers. Livestock were like herds were wiped out. Barns and silos flattened. So like basically, if you were a farmer, you were done.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't. There's no way you'd recover from this. Railroads were twisted. Telegraph telephone lines ripped out. bridges and roads blocked. Communities were cut off from the outside help. That's the thing, is like it passed over, and then you can't even, like, no one even knew it happened.
There's no
You can't
roads
even
anymore.
report anything.
How do you get your horse out there?
Yep, the one dude's out running it, still going. No one to stop.
Yeah.
And then, still the single deadliest tornado in U.S. history, 695 fatalities, longest path in history of a single tornado that we know of. And then the widest damage path, more than a mile wide. That's just insane. Like, it's just unheard of.
Yeah.
It's super rare, but terrifying that it can happen. It could happen at any point.
Isn't it so odd that, like, most tornadoes are in the United States in this one area?
Yeah.
Like, there are others throughout the world, but like the
but this is
vast
the known
majority.
area of like having. So don't live there.
Yeah, the
and if
vast
you do,
majority of all
you
tornadoes
should have a very good plan, and we'll talk about that.
Yes.
But that's kind of the devastation that this thing caused. That obviously was just unheard of, and like no one knew even how to deal with it. Burying bodies in trenches and buildings ripped out of the foundation. Like, you had to start all over. I don't even know. Like, just thinking about it, like having any kind of preparedness is like gone. Like, everything's just wiped out.
Well, then, like you
vacuum to the surface.
The emotional toll on a lot of this was big, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
you
would
have
be.
thousands and thousands of people that don't have a house. How many? 15,000 houses, I think you said. And like, your hospitals weren't even great in 1925, and now they're even worse. And now the psychological toll of like your entire family being taken out, also your house and all your chickens are naked. That's not good. You're right. It's a bad deal. But you know what is a good deal? Element. If you didn't know, electrolyte deficiency or imbalances can cause headaches, cramps, fatigue, weakness. And as people want to be prepared and ready for anything, the last thing you need is something that will slow you down when you need to be ready the most. That's why we at Casual Preppers have teamed up with Element. It is a tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing that you don't. We think Element is perfect for bug out bags and EDC kits because it contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio. 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Casual Preppers listeners can get a free Element sample pack of the most popular drink flavors when you make any purchase through our exclusive Casual Preppers link. But you got to go to our link, and it is drinkelement.com/casual preppers. You get your order and your free sample pack. That is drinklmnt.com/casual preppers. Get it done, Cam. Okay?
I will.
So let's talk about some survival lessons from 1925. Because I think there are actually quite a few that we can kind of gather from some of this. Tornadoes are one of those things anyways that are really hard to prepare for anyways, and really hard to have like...
Not since Dorothy.
You're right. There were some pioneers back in the 90s that really gave us...
cans floating,
That's right.
floating up in there and tell us what's going to happen.
But like in 1925, there were no official warnings.
No.
Like, so basically you were self-reliant in these situations. And, you know, it's not much better today. There are some warnings, but it's not much better. It's not like, oh, you know, a week in advance when a tornado's going to hit. You have no idea, right?
Yeah.
In the late 19th and early 20th century, the U.S. Weather Bureau, this is like the predecessor of like the National Weather Service, actually forbade the use of the word tornado in public forecasts.
Wow.
It's so crazy. Like, the reasoning was that the word itself...
Don't you say that.
You say tornado, you don't get it, boy.
Why?
Because they thought the word itself might cause panic or hysteria.
That kind of makes sense. Especially
Because they're
after
scary,
this
right?
disaster.
And they didn't think forecasts were reliable enough to justify alarming everybody about it. So instead, forecasters use really vague terms like severe local storms or conditions are favorable for heavy winds. Like those types of things, right?
Scary.
Yeah.
Death.
Wind.
Yeah.
So
Watch out.
The ban actually began in the 1880s. Like, they couldn't use it back then. And it lasted until 1950, almost 100 years of you couldn't use the word tornado. When forecasting methods improved, like radar and better understanding of storm dynamics, the public safety demands finally outweighed the fear of panic, and they started saying tornado again.
Did he just say that?
Did he just say, I will? Oh, my Lanta.
Your ankles are showing.
Put your ankles away.
Put your ankles away. Don't use tornado.
Like naked chickens and naked ankles, I don't like it. Okay?
This world is Jesus coming.
What's that?
Satan
That's
coming.
Black cloud of Satan on his way.
Seriously, that's
So
crazy.
during the 25 tornado, there were no official warnings. Nobody said a word about it. People had to rely on watching the sky, listening for the distant roar of the tornado, or word of mouth from neighbors.
Yeah, that's
Word
the
of
thing.
mouth. That's the great thing. I saw a tornado.
I heard Jim lost his chicken feathers.
Saw a naked chicken. What do you want to do?
Seriously.
Think we ought to run.
Yeah, and I was like, how do you spread information that fast with that big of a
70
tornado?
mile an hour.
Oh, I said it. Excuse me.
They'll say it. So, like in this time in 1925, if you did survive, it's because you trusted your own eyes, your instincts, and you weren't, listening to.
And
a
this
sign.
just sounded like a dust storm type, like a wall
Yeah,
coming. You're like, yeah,
exactly.
It's a big dust storm.
People who had storm cellars, basements, or root cellars were far more likely to walk away. Even shallow dugouts braced with a door or timbers became lifeboats when the storm ripped over. So obviously, it makes sense. That's why we have storm cellars today and tornado shelters.
Yeah.
Get underground and you can survive. And those that did survive. Survivors recalled diving into coal bins and caves or even under bridges. One family in Illinois credited an old mine shaft for their survival.
Yeah, that's
So that's like the whole thing. Like if you can think creatively in these times of disasters, a lot of times it'll save your bones, it'll save your butt, save your bones,
Save
save
your
your
chickens.
fat, save your chickens and feathers, all that kind of stuff. Flat isn't safe, but it's better than standing. So like if you don't have a structure nearby, diving into a roadside ditch or hugging the earth, I mean, that just means laying on the ground, basically, will give people a chance.
Yeah.
Survivors
they actually
often
advise
crawl
that
up.
now. Yeah.
Like you were bruised and battered, but you lived. So think about that. Don't just stand there. Wave at the tornado. Get
Yeah.
down. Debris was the true killer here. Flying timber, metal roofing, chicken feathers,
Yeah.
farm tools. They all became lethal shrapnel in this 300-mile-per-hour wind, right? So families who wrapped themselves in blankets, quilts, or mattresses sometimes escaped fatal injuries, even when their homes were obliterated. So a lot of them would just wrap themselves in blankets and lay down. I mean, they wouldn't be waddling around. I think they would just lay down.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, I guess, but you're better off laying down. Strong buildings weren't always safe, and this is Cam talking
Yeah,
about like
that's
schools
terrifying.
and factories, churches. They were all collapsed.
I just think like the horror of being in a building that's just shaking so bad, and you're like, is it going to collapse? And it did.
And it did.
Like
right.
that always freaks me out.
Yeah.
We just had that lightning storm that was like flashing like crazy.
It was crazy.
And I'm always like, what if it hits the house? Like, you know, you're always, yeah. So
Sucks, yeah.
This one, it was over in seconds for some people.
Because I think you would assume the bigger the structure, the tougher it's going to be in a storm like this, and that wasn't necessarily true in this. So, without reinforced walls or underground refuge, those places actually became death traps, as we talked about. Medical improvisation was key. With hospitals destroyed or overwhelmed, survivors leaned on basic first aid, neighbor care, and makeshift clinics. Cuts, broken bruises, and impalements were treated with whatever was on hand. Right?
Tar and feathers.
Yeah.
Well, there's no feathers.
There's no feathers anymore. They're out in the wind. We got chicken skin. Just paste some of that on your
You
arm.
want to eat some chicken? You got a lot cooking.
That's right. Community response was everything, right? Entire neighborhoods pulled together. Neighbors dug through rubble, tended fires, and shared food and shelter. In a disaster of this scale, survival didn't end with the funnel cloud. Obviously, it continued with cooperation afterward.
It'd have to be that way.
Yeah. And like a lot of it was luck.
Yeah.
You know, there's luck and there's preparation. And when the two come together, that's when you live,
Yeah.
usually, right?
Your luck goes up
Your luck
when
goes
you're
up.
prepared.
Yeah, you're making your own luck in some way. But
Yeah, I think so.
some people lived because they happened to be in the right place. Others survived because they had a cellar that was ready, right? So the blend of chance and preparation is kind of a scary reminder. It's a bit sobering. Control what you can, but you never know when the odds will test you.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So that's kind of some of the things we learned from that.
And we'll go into a little more detail of some ways that you can prepare nowadays for some kind of not just tornadoes. I mean, it will be a little more specific about that, but like weather in general, like storms. So basics of tornado safety, having a thorough emergency plan. Obviously, like you see that coming. I hope you already have a plan in place because you don't have very much time. This includes tornado safety that will help people keep people safe and minimize property loss and damage. And one of the most important parts being the shelter plan. Like if you live in an area with tornadoes, you have to have some sort of shelter plan. The thing is, back then, it was like you have root cellars and ditches. Nowadays, they make very nice, like
fiberglass structures. You can
fiberglass structures, tornado like bunkers that you can buy now. And I know they're not very cheap, but I'll talk a little bit more about these specifically. But like you're paying for insurance, so it's like $3,000 for like a one that goes on your patio that like bolts down. Man, it's huge for your family. So, anyways, we have a lot better technology now to prepare for those things, but have a plan in place.
Yes.
And then seek shelter immediately. Like we do have some better warning systems now that give you some time to prepare. Go to a basement, interior room, or lowest floor with no windows. Know the areas. You should know your own basement.
Where am I? What is this place?
I haven't been down here in years.
Draw a map. Get the basement map out.
But yeah, and then make sure like shelves and things down there are secured for these types of storms, earthquakes and things like that. We've talked about that before.
100 gallons of paint on your face first
exactly.
second. Like that's exactly what.
Yeah, all that toilet paper's gonna collapse on you.
Ugh.
You did.
Wrap yourself in it.
And then cover yourself, like you were saying. Like use mattresses and blankets or helmets,
toilet
shields,
paper.
Stuff like that.
Toilet paper. You look like a mummy.
Yeah,
in a tornado.
It would be better than nothing.
Mummy in a tornado.
Better
That's a
than
movie
nothing.
I'd watch. Okay.
I would too. That'd be pretty fun.
Watch that
Spinning
one.
around, all the wrap comes off.
Cuba Gooding Jr. probably is a main character.
Very fitting. But yeah, mattresses, blankets, or helmets, and that stuff. Like they have storm blankets now that you could protect your windows or yourself. You wrap yourself in it. Why not?
Yeah, those packing blankets, or moving blankets.
Oh yeah,
great.
Exactly. Those are pretty thick.
Yeah, thick boys.
Thick. All mine have the tracings of dressers and other things on it because my wife paints on top of all of them. The other thing is stay informed. That's the biggest thing. Like back then, it was very limited. But nowadays, you have a phone in your hand. Pay attention to some of those notifications. You also, there's news. Go to your parents' house. They're probably watching it right now.
I was at my grandpa's last night and Fox News is on. I haven't seen this in forever.
Seriously.
What's going
I go to
on?
my parents. It's all this news.
Yeah.
And then readily available today, you can buy emergency radios. We talk about how important these are. Go to Amazon, get them at Walmart today. Crank, there's battery, like different ways that it stays charged. It's got crank, it's got battery, it's got solar. Most of them have a light on them. Most of them have ports so you can charge your phone off from them. Like it's super important, especially if you're in a dangerous area with severe storms.
You get one with a tether for tornadoes. Tether it to your wrist.
I'm going to anchor mine down and have a belt on.
You can hold on to it.
Yeah. Listen as you get blown into the air. And then avoid windows and doors, obviously, like flying glass and debris. Literally like chicken feathers and straw is going to come through the window, apparently. And then mobile homes and cars, leave them. Find sturdy shelter, low ditch if no other option. Comedian Dusty Slade talks about this. It's pretty funny. It's like basically they're like, if you're in a mobile home, good luck. Go find a neighbor or get in a ditch.
That's all you can do. Really.
But yeah, you should. Some beyond the basics things I want to talk about too, especially for those that live in these areas with tornadoes. We live in Utah and there was a southern Utah tornado
like 2 days ago,
a couple days ago. Crazy. The weather's changing, people.
Oh boy,
you're gonna have tornadoes.
Come back.
You have
weather's changing.
Different locations. Like you're gonna have tornadoes in locations that aren't normal.
Yeah.
Reinforced safe rooms and storm shelters provide the highest protection.
Yep.
Like I said, these are much more available now. The materials to build one, buying a full kit is now available, which is something that you should really consider doing. So there's do-it-yourself shelters. I thought this was kind of interesting. They had some details on like steel. So concrete shelters, that's probably one of the more common ones that people are going to build.
Right.
The downside, concrete absorbs moisture over time. It can get all brittle. So if you can build it, great, but understand that you might die in it too. Might be a tomb.
There's a chance.
Might be a tomb. So building something a little more reinforced with steel is the better way to go. Now, 10 gauge steel is pretty good, but if you get like this F5 or F6, basically, like it might pass through. Like things banging into it might just crush you too. So 10 gauge steel isn't the best. 7 gauge steel is a little better, still susceptible to damage. What you should really consider is like 3/16 or 1/4 inch steel. So the gold standard for tornado shelters is 1/4 inch. Heavier, more expensive, but significantly more resistant to deformation and impact. It consistently performs well in Texas Tech Wind Institute missile impact test.
Oh, that's the only thing I trust.
That's all you need to know.
That's all I trust.
So that's kind of interesting. If you're planning on building it and you want to know what size of steel, get the 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch. I'd go for a 1/4 inch if I were you.
But yeah, you can buy a full. The one that I think I mentioned in here was called the Twister Pod.
Ooh.
That's one of the most affordable ones. It's like
that sounds like a sex move.
He performed a Twister Pod.
He did a Twister Pod. He did it perfect. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know. You ever date anybody who knows a Twister Pod?
I'll write you some notes. I'll tell you how it goes.
But yeah, it's about $4,000. Fits up to like 4 people.
Normal.
So
like
one of my
Americans
kids got to stay
or
out of it.
Europeans.
Yeah. So Europeans like 20.
25 people.
2 to 4 Americans.
Americans, you can get 1.
Yeah, exactly. And your gun's in the back.
Yeah. You can fit 15 guns in one person.
Exactly. But yeah, they're not bad looking, and you, like I said, you can build them on like a cement pad, and if I lived in a tornado, if I lived in a tornado alley or something like that, I would buy one of these.
Look, if I lived in a tornado, let me tell you what I would do.
I say that, and I'd probably end up moving to one and be like, I ain't buying $4,000 Twister Pod.
Sounds like
I already know how to do it.
A kid's limerick or something. The man who lived in a tornado.
Exactly.
He did a Twister Pod.
It does sound like something like that.
His wife really liked it.
Yeah.
He was kind of odd.
You already wrote it.
That's
Just make a button.
I didn't even use ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then the other thing obviously is your emergency kit.
Yeah.
Even though your house might be blown away,
Mm-hmm.
but if you have a basement, store away food, water, 2 weeks worth, also first aid, flashlights, and a whistle. If your house collapses on you, want to be able to, I'm down there. Haven't been down here in a while.
I got a meat whistle right here.
Meat whistle.
All right.
Then the other thing is, this is why it's so important to have bug out bags.
Yes,
you get
sir.
a warning and you just want to get out, you're ready to go like immediately.
Yeah.
And you can avoid as much traffic as possible the sooner you do it.
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
having everything ready. Yeah.
Don't drive towards the tornado.
No.
Drive away.
And I think you might mention that a little bit more about underpasses and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
kind of been told, we're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You can look it up.
I don't know.
And then communication backup, obviously cell towers, all that stuff's going to be ripped out of the ground. You're going to be trying to
Good
communicate in some way or another. Get that weather radio, ham radios work. Walkie-talkies are really good in situations like this. Protective gear. And I was talking about this now, like there's a lot of stuff you can buy. Now I searched on Google. I put a picture in here.
Oh, yeah.
How cool looking is that?
That's pretty cool. I'd put that up.
I typed in tornado blanket and it brought up a really cool blanket with a tornado on it.
Bedspread with a tornado
But
on
it looks cool.
If you put Twister on the top, it look like a movie blanket.
Yeah, isn't
It'd
it
be
cool looking?
So
So I kind of want one. But there are specific blankets that are, they even make blankets now that are bulletproof. Like protecting you from tornadoes and bullets.
Jeez.
Good one for the United
Chicken
States.
feathers can't get through that.
Yep. And then have a family plan, obviously, what everybody should do, where everybody should be, how to meet up, like especially if it's going to pass through your town and your kids are in school. That's pretty terrifying. Aftermath, safety, watch for downed power lines, gas leaks, sharp debris. That's probably the worst thing is once it passes and you're still alive, you're just living in a chamber of gas. It's going to explode at any moment.
Yeah.
And then community awareness, check on neighbors, especially elderly or disabled after the storm. In Twister, they went and found her, was it her mom or aunt?
Her aunt.
Her aunt.
Yeah.
And they had to dig her out of the debris.
But
See,
the
community effort.
The food they made at her aunt's house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just want it's like steak and eggs or something.
Yeah.
I wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
It looks so good every time.
That's a good movie.
There is an interesting documentary on Netflix called Caught in the Storm. It's about the Joplin, Missouri Twister.
Oh,
from
really?
Like 2010 or
That'd be a
2011.
good one to watch.
It is great. It had some interesting stuff and I think there's some lessons. you can
Details
learn.
on tornadoes stuff.
Yeah, it's
Get a
good.
lot more out of it than this.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway.
Maybe.
So those are some of the
Yeah.
some plans and details for tornado safety.
Tornadoes.
But one thing that you can have now is from Mad Gear, and it's called the Ready Plan app. Everybody has a phone, right? So you can just coordinate your plans through this Ready Plan app. Just like a renowned contingency planner, It helps you prepare for hurricanes, tornadoes, power outages, or unexpected emergencies. The Ready Plan app digitizes the essential process. Organize every detail from specific conditions, responses, and communication plans to evacuation routes and gear checklists, all securely stored and accessible on your device. Everything we've talked about, you can put into this, which is pretty awesome. Plus, easily share plans and coordinate with your family or preparedness group, ensuring everyone is on the same page. This is more than an app. It's your dynamic guide to readiness, built with the same step-by-step logic found in our physical planners, which you should have as well.
Yes.
Developed by the family and veteran-owned Mad Gear, Ready Plan ensures your critical information is always within reach and readily shareable. Don't wait for a crisis. Visit your app store. Download it today. You can do it right now.
Yeah. It's easy.
Pause, download, get back to this.
Push play.
Ready, set, plan. Ready Plan by Mad Gear, redefining preparedness when SHTF. Use our code.
Yeah, use that code.
You got to use it everywhere. Anyway.
Cash your preppers. So let's talk about a few things anytime a tornado strikes.
I like that.
And it's the whole thing. It's like, it's not just Tornado Alley.
Summary.
We think about Tornado Alley when we think about tornadoes. But like Cam and I just said, we just had one in Utah. That'd rip your face off. Doesn't matter where you're at. If you're in Utah or if you're in Missouri.
You did.
Right? Tornadoes have touched down in all 50 states.
Really?
Apparently. That's what they said.
Why even?
I guess so.
Well, it makes it probably.
Yeah, maybe. The Midwest gets the reputation, but outbreaks in the Southeast, Northeast, and even mountain valleys prove that it's a national threat anywhere, right? With an average of only 8 to 13 minutes of lead time, it's not like it's super important. What Cam talked about is like having your bug out bags and your plans to get ready, because it's not like you can just like debate for a minute. It's like, I'm going to call my mother-in-law.
Should we leave? Is it coming this way?
What do you think? No, you got to go. You got to flip that mental go mode switch and just freaking move.
Move into your plan right away.
Yep. And practicing is super important, especially if you're in Tornado Alley. Families that rehearse tornado drills will react faster. Set a timer. Get everybody going. So you got 60 seconds or you're dead.
And get a leaf blower and blow it behind them the whole time.
Run now. Run with wind
Put
in
some
your
chicken
face.
feathers in there and some
gosh.
straw.
That'd be perfect. That's
Blow
what you
them in
should
the
do.
face.
Make a video too. Send it to us because I want to watch.
I actually want to do that.
Yeah. Mobile homes.
You get right just blow it in their face.
Pop cans and stuff. You know,
Yep.
Mobile homes and vehicles are deadly. Nearly half of tornado deaths today still occur in manufactured housing.
Yeah.
That's insane. So
I don't disbelieve that because
I don't either.
houses today are not built.
you almost could push them over.
You
if
really
you're-
could.
Yeah, if you're strong. Know ahead of time which nearby shelter, church, or neighbor's basement you'll bolt to if the warning comes, because you ain't staying in your house.
Yeah.
Don't do it. FEMA rated safe rooms or even DIY interior shelters built into closets and pantries give near
Made of
absolute
quarter-inch
protection.
steel.
Quarter-inch steel. It's the only way to do it. Don't trust overpasses. There's a myth that's been floating around that if you hide under the highway bridge, you're going to be good. But it can kill you. Wind funnels right through them.
I think that's why they put that in the new Twister movie.
I think
to
so,
make you
too.
feel less secure about it. Like, you got sucked right off.
Low ground. Low ground is safer. Okay.
Hey, Jimmy, you got sucked off.
You got sucked up by a tornado. Protect your head. Like this,
For sure.
It's got your brain in there. It's got all your memories, all the stuff you need.
Your plans in there.
Plans in
and
there.
on your app.
It's on your app too. But helmets, even if you put on a bike helmet, a football helmet, you're gonna feel stupid. Gonna be safe.
Yeah.
Feel stupid.
Stuff just bouncing off your head, though. You're like, see?
I don't even care about chickens or nor their feathers. Not a big deal. But it's going to be much better. So even if you have an old football helmet from high school and your noggin still fits in there, have it sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it on. Then you're going to be good. You can even wrap your head in couch cushions and stuff, they said. Like anything. I'm not joking.
Cow's cushions.
Cow's
So I was like, what
cushions.
is a cow's cushion?
Couch cushions. Sorry. Or a quilt or a blanket or toilet
Yeah.
paper. It doesn't matter.
We can breathe.
Yeah, make sure you can breathe. But just wrap your head up because it's very fragile.
Then you're going to look like a terrorist.
I guess. Footwear matters.
Not everybody that wears those looks like a terrorist, by the way.
People, sneakers or boots in your shelter area, because walking barefoot over shattered glass and nails and debris after a storm, You can get bad things from that. It's not good, so be careful. Whistle and flashlight ID, we talked about that already. Windows are bad. You want to get away from. Don't like there was a thing a long time ago saying open all the windows. It's going to help in a tornado. Don't waste your time with that. Just get somewhere that's safe. Stop worrying about the stupid windows.
Yeah.
If you got pets, you got to have a plan for them. Like, you just got to understand what you're going to do with them. Cats can fly real easy in high wind.
It might be your plan.
It might be your plan.
Yeah, let it blow off.
Tether them all together. I don't know what you're going to do. Do something to keep them grounded and safe because they're going to die.
Yeah.
Again, assume downed lines are live. Don't just go walking over
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
Gas leaks are going to be a thing. Water's going to be squirting all over your face. Shut off all the utilities if you can, right?
Yeah.
Use
I can
stored
already
water.
see the movie scene, the street scene of just like hydrants spraying water
I
up.
can too.
And there's, police cars around.
Yeah.
And lightning, or not lightning, but like
Also,
electrical
there'll be
stuff's all.
Yeah.
Transformers are blowing up.
Yeah.
Man,
Optimus
shit.
Prime.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Watch for the encore. Like one supercell can drop multiple tornadoes minutes apart.
Oh, great.
It's not like lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tornadoes can still do that. They don't care. They don't give an F about nothing. They just get windy.
They're the worst, man.
They
Careless.
don't care. They're terrorists.
They're
of
mean.
weather terrorists. That's what they are. Terrorists of the weather world.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good shirt.
Tornado.
Weather terrorist.
Weather terrorists of the weather world. Comms are huge, right? Cell towers are going to get blown away in the stupid wind. NOA weather radio or even walkie-talkies are just going to be huge. Okay?
Yeah. Just the way that you blended in that. I couldn't tell if that was a word.
No way.
NOA weather radio.
I'm getting,
You get a little fatigued.
I get a little fatigued.
I do.
Know your
Bad.
landmarks. Tornado warnings are often issued by county or using towns as reference points. So if they say, hey, it's Joplin. I don't know where that town's at. Where's
It's true. though.
Winchesterton Field?
That is true.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's still Utah towns that somebody says. I'm like, where is that?
Where is it? I don't even know. So you understand that kind of stuff, right?
Like
wait
where
to
that
figure out-
tornado set down. I don't know
I know, I
really
did.
for sure where that's at.
So you don't want to wait to figure out if it like applies to you. You got to know.
Yeah.
You gotta know
you
right
got to
away.
know what's in path of your town.
Yep. Anyways, that's tornadoes.
That's
And
a good one,
The
man.
1925 tri-state tornado.
Now,
Big bad
Kate-
boy. Okay.
He's a big boy.
Come on, Mr. Tornado. We're gonna wrestle.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff. Hey, we do have the latest battle box
Yeah.
camera
that's right.
on. Do we? You got a book?
There's a card.
There's a card. The latest battle box is 127. And the first item in the box is a Wicked Rescue Burn and Wound Relief Bomb. It's great for, got to put the bomb on. Put the bomb on.
Yeah. Wicked Rescue.
Wicked Rescue. Wiki.
Vitamin E, Manuka, coconut, shea butter,
God, I want to lick that. It's probably so good.
beeswax.
Okay.
That shea butter's good stuff.
New Millennium Energy Bars. These could get you going through a tornado if you got stuck
chocolate,
in your shelter.
lemon, and raspberry.
I can't wait to eat the lemon one. I
Yeah,
like
the lemon one would be the one I'd want.
Blowfish Survival Tent. This is pretty sweet.
That is really
That's
cool.
nice.
Is there a picture of it?
There is a picture of it.
Let me see.
It looks
Ah,
like
yeah, it's just your typical A-frame.
A-frame tent. And we got the Tactica M300 Precision Bit Driver.
This is the thing I'm the most excited
Yeah,
about.
he likes that kind of
I
stuff.
love those
Gonna
screwdrivers.
fix up everything he's got.
Yep.
Those eyeglasses and stuff. Rock Gator Hydric 40-liter waterproof backpack. Big deal.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think gigantic.
If you're looking online,
You put a small grandma in there. And we got the Battle Bolt designed by Doug Marcaden.
I'm not getting that out.
Okay, yeah, it's a big old freaking
Dangerous.
knife.
Big
Big
old-
old dangerous knife. Can't cut his
I will. I'll
freaking fingers
shear
off.
my hand right off.
Anyways, that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys listening. Please make sure you hit subscribe. Please make sure you send us to your friends. Go check out our other podcast. This podcast is not a secret anymore because it's raised by VHS. I keep doing it, man.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I know you didn't even notice, but I did. Raised by VHS. Great stuff. Thank you guys so much. Stay survived.